Today we're going to be going over the best money-making methods to use during Derpy. Now, Derpy, as you know, he closes the auction house and he doubles your minions. Um, doubles your minions' speed, that's what it is. And he also makes mobs have double HP and makes you earn double XP. Now, this is pretty unique in several ways, but it allows you to do some pretty cool stuff in the money-making department. So I will be going over with you today the best ways that I've found to make money with Derpy. But before we get into the video, I gotta be a good little YouTuber guy. Gotta ask you to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and if you're feeling generous, you can hit the notification bell. If you're feeling extremely generous, you can join my Discord server and follow me on Twitch, both linked in the description. But without any further ado, let's get straight into it. Stop in this tutorial is going to be the private island. We are going to be going over minions. So personally, I have a row of, I believe that is 8 ice minions, it may be 9, and a row of 8 or 9 clay minions. Now this is because I'm trying to get frozen blaze armor and leveling up fishing while also making a tiny bit of money on the side. That's why I chose clay minions, and then again fishing, so I got the fishing minions. And then revenant because why not? But yeah, we're going to be going over what to do. I personally like to use tier 8 minions, but tier 7 also works. So this one I have tier 9 because I accidentally upgraded it, but I actually put Hyper Catalyst in here. So what you're going to want to do is you're definitely going to want to invest a bit of money in these guys if you haven't already. So if you don't already have a bunch of super compactors, diamond spreadings, everything like that, then I'd recommend get that. Enchanted lava buckets are optional, but during Derpy you definitely want to have some sort of fuel. Since, for instance, I am being cheap and not buying fuel for anything that isn't like tier 8 or 9, so I've got coal in these guys, which just boosts them by 5% for 30 minutes per piece of coal. But I would recommend going to the bazaar, checking out oddities, going to fuels, and just filling them up with hyper catalysts. Now, if you're a little too broke, you can just get normal catalysts from, just farming zealots and whatnot. But we're going to be doing hyper catalysts, and these things have actually dropped in price during Derpy, which is a little bit weird. But I'd recommend putting about 3 or 4 of these in every minion. It can be a little bit expensive, but they do pay for themselves over time. And also you can just get a bit of XP from it. So I've had this guy down since I put Hyper Catalyst in for about 2 or 3 hours, and he's already made me nearly a stack of enchanted clay. So that's pretty good. So if I collect this, I get 2,000 fishing XP. And that's like 10 minutes of fishing right there that I have not had to do. It's very, very good. So yeah, to sum it up, you need minions with Hyper Catalyst in them. I'm using these because I explained it earlier, but I'm not going to say it again. I would recommend just getting fishing minions or clay minions because, fishing is boring. But what you can do is, I believe I have them in here, is you can get snow minions. Now these will make a decent chunk of change when you put hypercatalysts and whatnot in them. So I have 2 tier 11 snow minions, so if I were to exchange it for this guy, it would be making a whole lot more money. But these are some of the fastest minions in the game, and hypercatalyzing them, whew, I think they would have about 2 seconds between actions. So yeah, if you strictly want money, I would recommend tier 11 snow minions with hypercatalyst and super compactors with diamond spreading. But that is about it for minions, so I'm going to get into the next thing. Next thing we will be going over is revenant trading. Now, I'm recording this on kind of a whim, so I don't have anybody to rev trade with. So I'm going to do this with a tier 4 instead of a tier 5 because I do not have the proper setup at the moment to do it with a tier 5. But basically what you want to do is you just want to get a bunch of kills on these. So say you get it to about 53 or 54 kills, and then I will show you what to do. Set 52 kills, which is probably about enough. I accidentally spawned one earlier, so this took me a little bit longer. But now that we have this, we're going to come over here. Now, you can do this in the Crystal Hollows, but you need to have a pretty ridiculous amount of DPS because doing it in the Crystal Hollows, it won't actually be able to hit you. But doing it here, it can, so it won't regen. So what we're going to want to do is we are going to grab out our fishing rod. I'm using my Rod of Champions since I don't do that much fishing. But what we want to do is we want to fish up a zombie sea creature. So give me a second, I'm going to get one. Alright, we caught ourselves a zombie sea creature. So in this situation, the person I would be rev trading with would be killing my boss, but since I don't have anybody, I'm going to kill my own boss. Basically how it works is when somebody else kills your boss, they get enough XP to spawn their boss. And then you kill their boss, and it gives you enough XP to spawn your boss. Now keep in mind, you do need Auto Slayer for this. You can do it without Auto Slayer, but it would be kind of stupid. But that's essentially how you do it. It's very, very simple. Now you can do this in the Crystal Hollows, but you have to have a lot more strength. Also, I noticed before that clip that my webcam apparently died. It's fixed now. But let's get into the next money-making method. Money-making method we will be doing is in the end. So we're going to hit a warp end real quick. And what we're going to be doing is actually Zealot Farming. Now, when you do want to go Zealot Farming during Derpy, you want to make sure that you do at least 28,000 damage. Now, I know what you're saying. Zealot Farming, that's a pretty normal money-making method. Well, the thing is that during Derpy, it's going to be a bit better because a lot of the people who are, you know, those people in Young Dragon Armor with AOTD that are barely doing 13,000 damage, those people won't be able to Zealot Farm. So there's going to be a lot less people Zealot Farming. Now, again, it does depend on the lobbies. Some lobbies are going to have more Zealot Farmers than others. It just doesn't matter getting a good one. But there's two things you can do here. You can farm Zealots, and you're going to get Summoning Eyes, probably at a faster rate than normal. Because, again, there's less people. And I have myself a fairly bad lobby here. It's pretty full, and there's a lot of people who are decently high level. And then you can also get, you know, Crystal Frags, which then you can use to go back and level up your minions. Assuming you have Instone 8, I believe. If you don't have Instone 8, then just sell them to somebody who will craft them, or get a friend to craft them into Crystal Frags for you. But if not, then just go mine some Instone or something. I don't know, it won't take you very long to get Instone 8. But that is pretty much it for Zealot Farming. It's pretty simple. I'm sure everybody knows how to do it. You just go around, schlap Zealots. Some of them give you Crystal Frags, which you can then craft into Catalysts for your minions. Pretty cool. The last money-making method we will be going over is selling items. So there's a lot of items that you can't get now because the auction house is closed. For instance, God Pots. So you would need to get somebody to trade them with you. So they're going to be a little more pricey now. So if you have a lot of bits, for instance, I got 32,000, I can afford God Pots pretty easily. You can go around in lobbies saying, selling God Pots for around 800,000 coins. Now, going price on those is about 600,000, but they're going to be worth more because it's Derpy. Now, another thing you can do is you can go into lobbies selling, for instance, like Jujus. You can craftlet some Jujus and sell them for more than they're worth because it's going to be hard to find them. So if I wanted to, I could go in here, buy a God Potion, then go into the lobbies and paste a message like, selling God Pots for 800k, visit me. But and then people would have to visit you to get God Pots, because, you know, the people who don't have a lot of bits, like they don't buy booster cookies or something, or have barely any bits, or just spent all their bits and don't want to buy more booster cookies, they're going to have to pay for God Pots instead of spending bits on them. So that's going to be like earlier game players, but you're going to be able to sell stuff like that for a whole lot more. And also a Juju, craft flipping one of those normally goes for 23, 22 mil. You could probably sell it for up to 25, 26 mil, just a clean Juju. It's pretty cool. It's just selling items that it's kind of hard for other people to get. But yeah, that is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll hopefully see you on the next one, and goodbye.